Can't wait to peek at what else.
Okay, we're trying this again here.
Maybe corn on the cob, Sprite, and they can't want a hot dog real quick?
They would want a Sprite. Before I get my Sprite, I'm going to have a big gulp of water.
Chad, if you can hear me, go ahead and say hi. I can't tell what's failing, whether it's my ability to watch the stream or if it's the stream itself that's failing. I'm kind of just assuming it's working. But we'll see. We'll see if we can watch a bird here for a minute. It's a Disney bird.
I can hear you, so can I type hi?
Can you what?
Can I type hi since I can hear you?
Can you trade pies because you can hear me?
You said text hi if you can hear me. I can hear you. Can I text hi?
No, let's not have you text hi. I don't know. I don't know what's working and what's not.
Use Sprite, hot dog, and a corn on the cob. I have a link in what?
Shows that it should be working. Oh yeah, look at that. There's a picture. Actually, looks pretty decent. Hey, Cassandra. For what it's worth, just based on that, I'm going to guess that there's about a minute of stream delay at the moment. So, bear with me on that. I do have chat. We're sitting in Africa outside of Kilimanjaro Safaris. We're going to go on a safari here in just a minute. Kind of just waiting for Link.
Okay, I'm gonna get the kids something to eat here real quick.
Go for it.
Anything?
Yep. No, I don't need anything.
Do you have your gem things?
Sure. You want to use the gift card?
Is that okay?
Yep. As long as you don't buy $100 worth of food.
Do you want Powerade while we're here?
No.
Corn, Sprite, hot dog, Sprite.
Hi, hi, hi.
Don't forget Link's pretzel.
So, Eloise, how you enjoying the trip so far?
Good.
Good? What's been your favorite thing of the day?
Flight of Passage.
Oh, is it still showing Vampire Survivors as my game? Is that something a mod can change? Do you have that power for it? I don't.
People said hi.
I should get that changed. I changed the title, but I didn't change the game. I'm gonna try to do it from this phone. We'll see what happens. Oh, good, I have it installed on here. Yay me. Sometimes I get lucky, and I have things that I need on other devices. Hope everybody's having a good day. I don't like that my stream schedule's all wonky. Early stream, then a late stream, then an early stream, then a late stream. At least it's consistently averaging out to about 6 p.m. Here, I'll change the game here in a second. Someday we'll set it up so mods can do it with a bot or something. I don't know what that takes though. Let's see. Yeah, that is you. You're live. Kind of. What was I doing? Changing the game? I mean, I guess we could play Vampire Survivors again. That would be hard to do, though. Category, we'll do travel. Because it's travel and outdoors. We're both traveling and we're outdoors. How do you like that? There, I fixed it. Y'all happy? There, all better. So based on that, it probably you'll figure out what stream delay is. It's probably a minute. Yep. Go talk to Mom. So catch you up to speed. We are at Animal Kingdom today. About to go on an animal safari to see some animals. Nothing like driving in a car to look at some wildlife in Africa. This is the African portion of the park. Everybody's been pretty good today. We got a little bit of a late start. We went swimming in the morning and got here probably about 1 o'clock. We've only been here about 3 hours, but the park has already done what I call flipped. There are easily 10 times more people leaving than arriving at this point, which is always a good thing. I had to walk out to the parking lot because my children bought 2 rather large plastic toys, Banshees they call them, from the Avatar ride, and they didn't want to carry them around. Well, Smiley, they've been at weird times, so like last night's would have been at like 10 p.m. Yeah, it should be. You want to unpause it? Oh, you're going to waste bandwidth is what you're going to do.
Oh, shoot.
That was like before you even went to get food. That's like a long time ago.
No, I want to see something. I need to see one thing.
You need to see one thing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's the one thing you need? Hey, Tech.
Me saying boo.
You're dealing with a cold? You know, we're here, if you count everybody I know that's down here right now, there's about 17 or 18 of us at the moment. And I think 4 people have gotten sick so far. 2 people got sick the first day, and then 2 more got sick today. So, I mean, it's not great, but you know, you roll with the punches. You know, whatever happens, happens. And you just hope it doesn't affect you. So, yeah, last night we streamed. It was a late stream, 10:30 to midnight central, basically. I think we went a little past midnight. We played some Vampire Survivors. Tech, I hope things are going well with you too. Hope the video for this week's coming along. I missed the weekend streams because of the vacation, so I don't know what the theme is this week. It's still metal cutting.
Come on, it's not that support I want to touch.
What do you want to see? Where you jumped up on the screen?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just right here. Here it comes.
Okay.
Oh, he's just watching the playback. That's like a 2-minute stream delay. It's not too bad. But I hope you feel better, Cassandra. The heat here, I would think, would kick a cold right out of anybody. How warm do you think it is out here, Eloise? Oh, she's checking her watch instead of actually just telling me how warm
88.
she's... 88?
With
Yeah.
a low of 64.
With a low of 64.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little cold. Hey, PK. How's it going? Much better than probably the 4 inches of snow that we're getting on our driveway right now. Or maybe it hasn't started yet. I don't know.
No, Grandpa's shoveling it.
Grandpa's shoveling it right now?
Not yet.
Not yet, you don't
Mom
think?
said that Grandpa shoveled our driveway.
Yeah, that was yesterday, though. We had snow yesterday, and I think we have snow again today.
Well, that's sad.
So, we're sitting here, we're waiting for Link and Grandma, or the other half of our party, which I would be surprised is here. It has been a great week here so far. Yesterday was actually the busiest day so far, which is kind of interesting. Today, though, has been much quieter again. Had like a 30-minute wait for Flight of Passage, which I have seen be 4 hours here before, so 30 minutes versus 4 hours, I'll take it any day of the week. Love that train sound. But, so, yeah, we're just chilling until we go on a safari here, so bear with us. Hopefully the connection's holding up.
I'm dealing with the code.
You're dealing...
Doughboy.
Yep, hi Doughboy, says PK. Yeah, the chat delay is probably, like on stream is probably fine, but the point before I notice it, it's probably about 2 minutes. Easy.
You're
Ooh,
welcome. I'm proud of you. For
corn.
eating something so good for you.
Probably the most expensive corn she's ever eaten. No.
It's not. It'll just have. It's just from the grill first, okay?
And a Mickey pretzel. No,
Thank you.
and a gift card.
Don't show them the number.
I didn't show him the number. Sunny and warm right now. Nice. Snow hasn't arrived yet. See if she can eat it without making a mess.
It's not. I didn't put the seasonings on.
What about salt?
Oh, I don't know if there was any salt.
Your corn wasn't assaulted?
I can go check. Do you need me to?
Yeah. A lot of salt.
So, I think the Lion King show just got out based on the crowds that are influxing over here, which means the line's going to get longer right when we get in it, which is to be expected. But maybe we'll wait a minute.
Yeah, I want a lot. For one packet, or you can do both.
Love salt packets. They're so delicious.
Yeah.
It's going well. I'm making a different kind of video this week that I'm actually making from home. Interesting. It's going to be a mix of old software and new networking. Nice.
Let me look at your face.
Little NetBIOS, little NDIS, that kind of old.
Yep.
How old we talking, Tech? I have a floppy disk that I still keep around that boots networking drivers into, I think it's a DOS 6.0, maybe DOS 5 floppy. Gets me full networking support with Samba, so I can mount drives. I love that thing. That disk is amazing.
Yep. I don't have to do come out.
So, does Grandma and Link know where we are? Okay, just checking.
Everybody's picking out
Do-do-do. I'm expecting the. Oh, there's a chopper up there. Oh, and here comes Grandma and Link. How was the Lion King show?
Lion
Everybody's watching us eat here while we wait to get on the safari.
Where are the rest?
The rest of what?
Yeah, I had
They're on the
kids
safari.
over a little bit.
We're gonna go on next. As soon as you're done eating, and Grandma's done eating, and Eloise is done eating,
Lincoln, I also have apple
and Mom is done eating,
What are they gonna do, Robert?
I don't know, they'll go look at the gorillas.
cider.
There, I'll give you a full 360 here. Got Rafiki's Planet Watch, which is kind of the kid area. There's a gorilla walking tour over there where you can go see the gorillas.
Did you like this?
I like
Grandma, thank you for doing that.
It's kind of interesting, this dual cell phone streaming that I'm doing right now. I got one, both cell phones providing bandwidth, using Speedify to bond them. Oh, nice juicy squirt there. I saw that. You shot corn halfway across the table.
Let me see you in your corn. No, just let me do it real quick.
No, this is Emmy.
Okay. Thank you. Let me see you in your
It's photo time, apparently.
Justin streaming.
I feel like I should go do a walk. We've walked here with Chippy before, I think. I think we've done the animal tour on stream before.
Look at that corn.
I could be wrong. We've been here so many times on stream now. I bet this is... Maybe this is our, like, 15th stream from a Disney park.
Are you sure?
Yeah. We're good.
I bet it's close.
We're built.
They went on the safari already.
So they're just
But
waiting on us.
Justin wanted us to wait.
So as soon as you're all done munching,
I
we'll...
can stop anytime.
Yeah, same here. But I think those as soon as they're done.
As soon as the kids are done eating that Mickey pretzel. In your face, Mickey pretzel. Link's like, stop it. I'll leave you alone now. It's a bird.
But it's
Looking for free food. They're the unofficial janitors of the park.
it should be gluten free, and gluten wouldn't bother her skin usually.
It's one of the cool things about Disney.
What it was. It bothered her, but
They try to keep the wildlife happy, not just with food, but by,
My face
like,
was
they don't use plastic straws here, so that if the birds try to eat the straws or whatever, or if it carry it away or something, it biodegrades. And they do, like, degrade very fast because they're like cardboard, paper straws. They melt in your soda while you're drinking it. Like within about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
we got pictures of all the girls first, so that was good.
Where's yours?
Where are the old customers going tonight for dinner?
California Grill.
California Grill. Ooh. Eating fancy.
You know what I'm going for dinner?
Where are you going for dinner?
Churros.
Churros? Sounds good. We can get some churros.
Wait, what about the girls? Where are they going?
Today's episode brought to you by Sprite. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, Grandma might be feeding them. I don't know. Grandma and Grandpa are on babysitting duty.
At home?
Technically, you're on babysitting duty. I can't even say it. Babysitting duty as well tonight.
Where are you going?
Not if we get back after they're in bed.
Oh, that's a good point. Grandma puts them to bed before we even get home. Then you're on quiet duty.
Wait, Amy's coming?
We're gonna head to get churros.
Okay.
My girls are done.
I'm coming!
No, we're going to the safari, honey.
Yeah, we're going on Sprite. We'll get churros later.
So we're gonna kind of like take our time getting there. We might take a couple pictures. They have some pictures in their face paint. Your face paint's gone already? What happened?
My face was burning.
Oh.
So we brought her back and they washed it off.
I should go down
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But we
That
got a
corn.
picture of it.
Yeah, I'd show you the girls, but they don't want to be on screen. So you're watching Africa,
We're
everybody.
not going.
I was, but if you guys would want to get churros, I'll come with you. If they're fading fast, you put me.
Yeah.
Whatever works. I don't
Yeah,
want to take
whatever
them away from that though. It will take some time. You can go on safari.
Because you're like heading home after that, you think? Yeah, and they have to go with you.
Well, they don't have to go in.
This is pretty quick. I mean, churros
Because they
take
can
I
come
mean,
a little bit later
at
and it'd
home.
be okay.
Okay, yeah.
Although we can't unlock the door. Do you know how to unlock the door?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's a code.
Is it code?
But
Okay.
don't say it right now. Justin's live.
It's fine. You do what you want, Mom.
I'll go with you. I'll go with you.
Yeah.
You're going to safari?
It was a really good safari, by the way.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Really good safari. Let's go get it. As soon as these kids finish that food. If you guys want some churros, Disney style, gluten-free, they have them here at the Nomad Lounge at the front of the park, but you don't have to come to Disney to get them. If you go to Disneyfy, DIZNIFY.com, DIZNIFY.com, they've got a copycat recipe that is dead on with the gluten-free recipe here at the Animal Kingdom. DIZNIFY.com.
I'll come to the Tiffins after we do the safari ride.
I think we all will, won't we? Head to Tiffins,
Yeah,
Nomad Lounge.
yeah.
Call it by its
I
real
mean,
name.
we're here a lot longer, so we don't have to rush to get churros right after you eat. Right, that's what I'm saying. We're
I'll
here
walk
a
up
lot
and join
longer.
them.
Yeah.
This is what Disney planning sounds like.
Are you done?
I'll be quiet now.
Okay.
I like this house.
Yeah, do you want me to unwrap this? You can have a few more bites?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna do that.
Here you go, honey.
One of your items smells good. It's probably the corn. Or maybe it's just the giant food booth over there. Smells good. How's the pretzel? Good? Not as good as churros? No. I don't know how you don't eat that with cheese, man.
Link, do you want the applesauce too before we go?
No, it's not good.
Okay.
I need something.
Okay.
I like an applesauce.
No, there's only one left. I don't want to kiss from him.
I'm
But
gonna
I'll,
put it in.
there's only one left. I'll pack more than one each next time, okay? But I mean, so far you haven't eaten a single day, and now all of a sudden you want them all.
Can you go back in line?
Just, we'll eat churros later. You're gonna probably have your own thing.
Yeah. I probably have my own food thing.
I think I'm going to save room. Instead of having churros, I'm going to have cookies. Hmm?
Are you streaming right now?
Don't worry. I'm keeping you off. To the best of my ability while you eat your Cheetos.
Some sure smells good out here.
I think it's the corn.
I think it's the corn too.
Because
I
they
think.
have a curry seasoning on them. She didn't, but like there's an African seasoning on some of them.
Smells so good. I think I thought it was wings. Chicken wings.
Oh, should we go on the safari? Ready? No.
I put this in my bag.
I'll carry it.
Let me drink. Oh, your Sprite?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
We'll put your Sprite in here. Or I'll put your Sprite. You want me to? Maybe next to Daddy's Propel.
You want my hug?
And maybe you'll make my Propel a little
Yours
colder.
fits. Here, Justin. Or am I wearing this?
Can you carry it for now?
Absolutely.
It's another wild African bird.
It's a morning dove, isn't it?
Maybe. I'm going to tell a sad story for stream. I hit a bird that looked just like that on the highway the other day. Feathers went everywhere.
It's like
Killing the Holy Ghost.
you're already so great.
Let's play sacrilegious in public.
Maybe. Let's roll. Thank you. Thank you. And learn some African words on the ceiling. Now entering the Safari booking office. I love it when there's no line. Holy buckets, there is literally no line. It's going to take us 10 minutes just to walk to the front of the line. This is crazy. When I rode this with Cheppy last, I mean, this whole thing was full. I'm loving it. This is how you do Disney, you guys. Short lines. Read things about cheetahs. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. That's the... Wow. So this ride's changed a lot over the years. They used to have this whole poaching theme. But...
Through the gate at the end of the ramp, immediately in front of you. As you approach the loading platform,
we are literally going to walk on.
It is divided into two distinct zones. The area with handrails is the loading zone, or Zone 1. Zone 1 is where you will stand just before you board your vehicle. Zone 2 is immediately behind it.
5?
As you move out
5?
into Zone
Oh, okay.
2, please
Thank you.
note the 4 circles at the peak in each row of the zone.
Nothing like walking right in.
Uh-huh.
This is amazing.
I agree. It's the end of the day.
This has never happened like that.
Animal Kingdom's best at night. All the parks are best at night. Skip the mornings. Skip the rope drop. Come in the evening. That's our safari vehicle. On the ride, I'll be fairly quiet. Just let you guys enjoy the ride. Amber, take the lead, please. I'll get on the vehicle first, but... they're not even loading the left side. That's how not busy they are. That's loud.
Kirabuni. Jambo, everyone, welcome aboard. No. All right, everyone. Make sure your entire family can fit together.
Are you sure we can squish? Oh, this is fine. Oh, are you in here? Oh, how many are you, ma'am? Come on in.
Go ahead. I think we could fit right here.
Can you get your bag?
Oh, my suit. Okay, I can see. Thank you. Okay.
All right, now my friends, stay on the right-hand side. Please watch your hands, arms, feet, legs. Those doors are sliding shut. Asante Sana Ward, as we say here in Harambe, Twin Day, which means let's go. Jumbo, everyone! My name is Andy. I'm going to be your safari guide today through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now, before we get started, just a few quick safety reminders. Number one, please remain seated at all times, and please keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the truck. If we have any little ones, they can be seated on your lap or on the seat next to you, but they must remain seated for the entirety of our safari. The roads on the reserve are going to get pretty bumpy. We don't want anybody to stand up on the truck. Now, this is the Little Atiri Forest, and animals that live here in the forest are going to be highly camouflaged to help protect themselves. So we're going to have to look among the trees and the brush to find these animals. Look off on the right-hand side. That is an okapi. Now, because of their stripes, many people think the okapi is related to the zebra, but it's the only living relative to the giraffe. They have a tongue long enough they can reach out and lick their own eyeball. They can also lick up their own nose. Now, the okapi wasn't recognized by the Western world until 1901. That's the first time British explorers came in contact with them. Many people doubted their existence. So they became known as the unicorn of Africa. On the left here, this is a watering hole, and watering holes can be great gathering places for animals. Look at that across the water. We're going to get a little closer. That is a black rhino. Now, the black rhino is one of 2 rhino species that live here on the reserve, so we might see some more rhinos a bit later on. That black rhino weighs about 3,000 pounds and is the smaller of the 2 species. I'm going to check one more place before we head out of the forest. Oh yes, it's coming up here on the left. Alright, we have 2 different animals here. The light brown tan antelope, those are greater kudu. There's also some dark orange animals with white stripes and horns. Those are bongos. Now, both these animals have white stripes on their back, and that's all part of their camouflage. When they're hiding in the brush and the sunlight comes through the leaves, it blends in perfectly with those stripes and makes them practically invisible. Leaving the forest behind, we're going to make our way down to the Safi River. The Safi River is going to be a great place to look for aquatic animals here on the reserve. So let's see, on the right-hand side, this is the basin of the river. The river itself is going to be a little bit further on the left. And you see those dark shapes under the water to the right? Those are hippos. And these big white birds, these are pink-backed pelicans. And they get their name because during mating season, the male shows off a pink back to attract a female. He will then present her with a twig, and if she accepts the offer, the twig is used to start their nest. Yeah, they're the romantics of the Safi River. Speaking of hippos, I do spot a few a bit further upstream. Now, hippos are going to spend a majority of their day in the water, though they don't do a lot of swimming. Instead, they sink themselves down to the bottom of the river so they can walk or run along the bottom.
That one's swimming. See the one swimming?
There's actually 2 of them here off to the left. Hippos can sleep underwater. They can hold their breath for about 8 minutes at a time. So when they sleep, they'll hold their breath, pick their head up, take another breath,
out of the
and
water.
resubmerge, all without waking up. Look at this off to the left.
He's out of the water.
There's 2.
Oh yeah, 2 out of the water.
Hippos do graze at night.
I've never
Actually
seen them
come
out of
onto
water.
the banks of the river and graze. Now, we are approaching a bridge, so just a quick safety reminder, please remain seated at all times, but as you cross the bridge, I want everyone to look over to the left.
Alligators.
That crocodile just yawned. That's incredible.
Croc yawning. Very long yawn. It almost looks dead. I don't consider the croc friendly.
Now those are Nile crocodiles. They're the largest species of crocodilian here in Africa. They get a pretty ferocious reputation because of their water's edge hunting strategy, but crocodiles can be very gentle, especially when it comes to their eggs. They're going to take eggs from their nest and roll them around in their jaw to help them hatch. Now we're going to make our way down to the savannah, but before we do, I want to point out a very important part of the ecosystem here. Look off to the right. That's a baobab tree. Now baobab trees get the nickname the tree of life because they can hold thousands of gallons of water in their trunk. Now this comes in handy during times of drought. Elephants are going to use their tusks to pierce the bark of the tree so they can receive water. So during times of drought, the baobab tree almost acts like the giant juice box of the savannah. As we make our way down to the savannah, we're going to make one big loop all the way across. So if you see some animals off in the distance, there's a good chance we'll get a closer look in just a few moments. Now look off to the right, just in the tall grass, those tiny antelope, those are springbok. They're actually the tiniest antelope to live here on the reserve. Springbok do a really cool thing called pronking. So when a springbok goes pronking across the savannah, it's going to arch its back and jump 6 feet in the air and 13 feet in front of itself. That's their defense mechanism. They run and jump away from danger. Off to the right, we do a few Maasai giraffe, and I do see a Hartman's Mountain zebra. Hopefully we'll get a closer look if we make our turn towards the termite mounds. If you look off to the left here, she's walking towards the cave. That's a spotted hyena. Now, hyenas are some of the only animals that will eat and digest bone marrow. They're also known for those ghost-like cackles that can be heard for miles across the savannah. They just echo into the evening. Coming up on the left, these are Hartman's Mountain zebras. Now these zebras are in fact black with white stripes, and we know this because of the color of their nose. Coloring can actually differ depending on the zebra species. But just like human fingerprints, no two zebra stripes are exactly alike, but families can always identify each other, and mothers can always identify their young. Once again, these are Maasai giraffe. They can grow 18 to 20 feet tall. They have the longest necks in the animal kingdom. Surprisingly, with their long necks, giraffes only have 7 vertebrae, just like humans. Their vertebrae are just a bit bigger, and they're more spread out than ours. Let's continue our way across the savannah. I think we're going to see some Ankole cattle coming up, and it looks like we're going to get a closer look at those springbok. For those of you who didn't get to see them the first time, they're going to be coming up on the right-hand side, just next to the truck, actually.
Okay.
I talked about how the springbok goes pronking across the savannah. Because of their reputation for being so quick and nimble, springbok are often used as mascots for African football teams. These are some older springbok first off, and then if you look just a little further off to the right, we have some younger ones as well. Coming up on the left-hand side, these are Ankole cattle. Sometimes referred to as Watusi cattle. They're the only domesticated animals that live here on the reserve. They were first domesticated by the Watusi tribe, hence the name. And here on the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, animals do have the right-of-way, so if one decides to cross our path or stand in the path of our trucks, we do have to give them all the time and space they need. So we're going to hold our position just for a little bit until we get some clearance from this Ankole cattle.
Take your time.
There's one in the path.
Looks like the giraffes are going to continue on their way this way, so we don't have the worst view. It's not a too bad place to get stuck. And for my friends laughing, it is nature. It does happen. All the things you see out here, that's probably the least offensive. All right, looks like we're going to get back on the move. Let's continue on our way now. Right, we're going to see some wildebeest. Wildebeest have the largest migration herds in the animal kingdom. Their herds are so large that when they migrate across the savannah, all the dust they kick up can actually be seen from space.
It'd be more impressive if we didn't have super lenses in outer space.
A few more giraffe here off to the left. Now we're going to take a slight detour off the savannah. We're going to head into elephant country. We're going to see if we can spot some elephants. Just next to the truck here, this is an eland. Eland are the largest species of antelope here on the reserve. And once again, we are going to hold our position here. Now, elands are the largest species of antelope on the reserve. This is a female eland. If we do see the male eland, the male weighs about 2,000 pounds.
Nice breeze.
They're very curious what we keep stopping for, I bet. Oh, look at those up there too.
Look how tall that one is.
They're very intrigued.
Spectating us.
Actually, the male eland's come up on our right-hand side. He's just up on the hill with the wildebeest.
They're surrounding us.
The giraffe are so funny.
Like, why are you still there right here?
They get a kick out of us humans.
Can I play with the weird monkeys?
That one is just spectating us from the tree.
Alex, Gloria, Melvin.
Look how they swirl around like a party.
Look at that was right in our path.
Have you ever seen Alex
Alright, let's get back on the move. Let's go look for some elephants.
Goodbye, giraffes. I'll miss you. It's nice that they let the animals roam wherever they want.
Now, despite being the largest land animal, elephants do like to play hide and seek. There he is, right off to the right. Now, this is an African elephant, and we know this for two reasons. Number one, well, we are in Africa. Number two, by the shape of its ears. So African elephants' ears are shaped like the continent of Africa, like you'd see on a map. I know we didn't get the best view here, but we're going to pull up a little further. There's an old road that washed away here a few years ago. We're going to stop by the old turnoff. Look at that. Now, this elephant is all alone, so it's very safe to assume it is a male. Elephants are a matriarchal society, which means they're led by the oldest female. Males are often exiled from the herd. Sometimes they form bachelor herds, sometimes they spend time alone. It just depends on the elephant. But now we're going to make our way down to the elephant watering hole. We're going to go past the red clay pits as well, see if we can spot a few more elephants.
Your thing's about to turn off, Dad.
What thing?
Your phone is going to turn off if you don't tap it soon.
No, that's fine. I just have the screen brightness down.
The battery is low.
Coming up on the left and right, these are the red clay pits, and they're very important to elephants. Look off to the right, those are tusk marks. Elephants are going to loosen the clay so they can eat it. And the red clay contains all the extra nutrients these animals need, so think of it like the ultimate elephant multivitamin.
Yep.
I see at least 3 elephants coming up here on the left. We're going to head a little closer to the watering hole. Actually,
They're way up
there's
there.
4. Now, an elephant pregnancy lasts about 2 years. Meantime, the elephant's going to get really, really big because when elephants are first born, they can weigh 200 to 300 pounds. An elephant childhood is very similar to human childhood. It takes about 12 to 14 years for elephants to mature into adults. So it's roughly the same time frame as humans. It's just a little bit quicker. Now, does anyone want to take a guess as to how many muscles make up an elephant trunk?
200.
More than 200.
4,000.
More than that.
800,700.
It's over 40,000. Just in the trunk alone. This allows the elephant to perform very precise movements. They can pick up a single blade of grass. And the trunk itself can hold up to 5 gallons of water. Now, elephants don't drink water directly through their trunks. They suck the water into their trunk, then later spray it into their mouth.
Hey, look, look.
Now, coming up on the island, these are greater flamingos. They're the lightest pink color of all the flamingo species. Now, flamingos get their pink color from their diet. Their diet's going to consist of shrimp and crustaceans. It takes about a year to a year and a half for flamingos to achieve their pink color. So if you see any gray, white, or brown spotted flamingos out there, they're just a few months old. Over the next year or so, they'll start to develop their pink color.
There's a duck.
Get one more look at that elephant off to the left as well. Back in the forest, we saw a black rhino, and here on the savannah, we're in the territory of the white rhino. You might catch a glimpse of one. We're going to try and catch up to her. See this big mud wallow in the clearing? That mud wallow is used by rhinos. Rhinos have very sensitive skin, so mud and dirt are going to act as a natural sunscreen.
Where it's helping lunch. Yep.
stream. I hope you're doing well.
Before we see the rhinos, our next animal is coming up on the left. They're up on the hill. Let me know if you can spot it.
I see it.
Cheetahs are the fastest land animal on all four legs, but they can only hold that top speed for a few seconds. They're definitely sprinters versus marathoners.
There's one more.
Not like other African cats, cheetahs will hunt during the day because their eyesight is much better built for day vision than night vision. Looks like the rhinos are going to head off on their own path where we can really get up to them, but you can see them through the front of the truck. That is mother and her baby. She's taking good care, making sure they get back safely. Now we're coming up on the Kopi Rocks, and Kopi Rocks jut out of the surface of the savanna. They create these dramatic landscapes, and they're popular with lions. And there is a male lion here, just on the front. Look at that. Lions sleep about 20 hours a day because they need to conserve their energy for when they hunt. And when it comes to lions, females are the hunters. Males stay behind to look after the cubs.
He's just hanging out. No, don't pet the danger.
There's going to be a female on this side of the rocks.
I see it.
Oh, yeah. No, not this time.
If you look over your left-hand shoulder, you might see some warthogs through the trees. See these holes in the rock? Those are actually warthog burrows. They're the largest burrowing animal. They back themselves in at night so those tusks are ready to defend them from anything that might come along during the evening. Now off on the right, those long-haired antelopes, those are water buck. And water bucks are really interesting. Most animals are going to look for water and then move on with their life, but not water bucks. Once they find water, that's where they live for the rest of their life. Their skin also secretes an oil that makes their hair almost waterproof. Alright, we're going to make our way into Magadi Glen. We're going to go past the Warden's outpost, see what's going on there. Now this is Warden Wilson Matua's outpost. And here at the outpost, the Warden has Nigerian dwarf goats. Now the Warden keeps these goats because he wants to promote coexistence. Humans and animals can live together and learn from one another. So here at the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, we work very closely with the Disney Conservation Fund. If you'd like to help make a difference, you can donate to the Conservation Fund at any merchandise location. Disney will match your donation dollar for dollar, and you also get a Conservation Hero button when you make a donation.
That's pretty cute.
Alright everyone, our safari is coming to an end. I'll be back in the village in just a few moments. If you'd like to see some more animals, there's the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. This trail takes about 15 to 20 minutes to complete, but it is a self-guided walking tour, so feel free to take as long as you like. On the trail, you get to see gorillas, meerkats, naked mole rats, grevy's, zebras. There's also underwater hippo viewing and a bird aviary. And all strollers and mobility devices are welcome on the trail, so everyone gets a chance to see these animals. Now here in Harambe, we do not like to say goodbye. It is far too sad and much too final. So instead, I'd like to leave you with the Swahili phrase, kwaherini, which means go well. So Guaharini, everyone, we're going to be unloading here very soon. Make sure you gather all your personal belongings. You don't want to leave anything. It is a long walk back to Africa. If I have any wilderness explorers on board the truck, you have been on board the Simba 1. S-I-M-B-A, the number 1. There's going to be a senior wilderness explorer on the trail to help you get that safari badge. Just one last safety reminder, please remain seated until we get the all clear from the warden on the dock and the doors have been opened.
Hey, Kim.
My friends on the right-hand side, please watch your hands, arms, feet, legs. Those doors are sliding open. Please watch your head and step as you exit the safari vehicle. Guaharini, everyone. Go well, go wild, go enjoy the rest of your day here in Harambe. Thank you. Caribou Sana, you're welcome.
Okay, you guys. That was kind of a fun safari. Got stopped multiple times. All the animals were active. All in all, really good time. Hi, Kim. Hope you're doing well. We are going to wrap this up then. That's all we really were planning on streaming today. Safari. Where'd Grandma end up? Oh, Grandma's up there somewhere. So, hope it streamed well. It seemed like the connection held up. If you're looking to book your trek. Yeah, if you ever come to the Animal Kingdom, definitely don't miss that safari. It is cool. Those animals were all probably closer than the iPhone made it look. And definitely worth checking out. Anybody else still hanging? I suppose the 2-minute stream delay isn't helping.
Oh, we gotta go with the girls.
So with that, we will see you guys sometime tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. But appreciate you all. And yeah, with that, have a good night.